Hello children, good afternoon. Hello. Can all of you see me and hear me? First question. Yes. Am I visible and audible? Hi. Hi Swarna, Sanchaya, Priyanka. Yes, we will have a Menti today. Yes, I'm visible and audible, right? Okay, great. Had your lunch, all of you guys? Okay, great. Now, I think ever since my last live session, people have randomly started telling me, ma'am, today is my birthday. But now I'm finding it difficult to believe who is genuinely telling me that and who is not. Yes. Anyway. Who? Rishu, are you asking me? I belong to which state, or are you like chatting with your friends in the class? Anyway, thanks a lot. Happy birthday, Aditya, and I hope that is actually your name and today is actually your birthday. Okay? Yes, let's get started, children. For those of you who are attending my session for the very first time, let me introduce me first. My name is Ambika and I'm Master Teacher of Biology here at Vedantu. Okay, so let's get started. I am a Capricorn, Tanmay. December. I'm good. Thank you very much. Let us get started, children. I think, are all of you CBSE 10? Are all of you CBSE 10 students? Or do I have CBSE 9 children and ICSE 10 children also here? I'm from Cochin in Kerala, but currently I'm in Trivandrum. CBSE 10, CBSE 10. From ICSE 10 also I can see. Yes. CBSE 8. Devashi says CBSE 8. Okay. Anyway, very nice, very nice, very nice to have a mixed crowd. Thank you very much. Somebody was wishing me a happy Teacher's Day, although it's a wish in advance. Thanks a lot, children, and let us get started. Okay, so as you know, the chapter Life Processes is one of the high weightage chapters for CBSE Class 10. Children, those of you who are not from CBSE 10, for those of you, let me just tell you first, today's session will not only be a Menti quiz, okay? Second half of today's session will be a Menti quiz, which is why right now I'm not showing you the Menti code, okay? First, I have a few things to tell you, and there is one concept which many children wanted me to explain because I hadn't explained it while I did this chapter in the last few sessions. In addition to that, many of you have also asked me a few doubts from this chapter, from the multiple sessions that I have done. So we will answer those doubts, and at the end, let us have a blast and have a Menti quiz. Okay, children? So here we get started. Yes, Suchi, you have many doubts, is it? Okay. Never mind, we are here always. So if at all you had put your doubts below in the comment section of the respective sessions of this chapter, Life Processes, we have certainly had a look at them, and we have selected the most common doubts among them, and those are what we will be discussing today. Okay, if there is any more, please feel free to send it to me on email or put it in the comment section below here. Okay, yes, somebody said, ma'am, take my name, but yes, Venkatramana. Yes, hi Venkatramana. All right, let us go ahead. I'm sorry. Without wasting any more time, let us get started, children. The harder you work, the better you get. This is a universal rule. It stands true also with the saying that goes practice makes perfect, right? The harder you work, the better you get. Let us all remember this, and let us not imagine and think that difficult things will magically come to us. That's definitely not going to happen. The harder you work, naturally, the better you will get, and ultimately, success will be yours if you passionately want it. Okay? Yes. All right. Moving ahead, let me tell you a few exciting and interesting things first. We here at Vedantu, I think in the last few months, we've been coming up with multiple new channels based on students' requirements. So here we are excited to announce a brand new channel of NCERT 11th and 12th. Okay, so stay tuned and have a look at it, and you will get to know what, where, when, why, and all of that, what exactly is happening and all of that very soon. But those of you who think that this is not relevant for you, please make it a point to pass on the message to whoever you think will benefit from this. Okay, so let's move ahead, children. I always tell you, these are most likely the problems which you face in online education these days: doubts, notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, choice of schedule, choice of language, and so on. But then at Vedantu, we've got all of these problems solved for you, in addition to giving you a lot of bonuses, which means we give you unlimited live classes, micro courses and crash courses, performance reports, personalized attention from our master teachers, and what not. So how do you get access to all this? Let me tell you that. Yes, children? Yes, Kanha. Good afternoon, Saksham. Yes. Okay, so all you have to do is you just need to visit vdnt.in/ytpro, and you will get an option to choose your grade. If you belong to grade 10, you have to choose 10. If you are from 9th, choose 9 accordingly. Choose your board, which means it will be either CBSE 2021, ICSE 2021, and so on, according to what you belong to. And then you can check out all the details. I have told you all the major features. In addition to that, what other amazing features does this course have? This is called Vedantu Pro subscription. And then what do you do? If you have to get subscribed to it, just click on the button get subscription. Okay, so now comes the big question of pricing. So here we have it all transparent for you. We have a 1 month, 3 month and 6 months plan, which I have put in for you with the pricing. Normally the amount payable would be 2,699, but then application of this code, okay, AMBPRO, application of this is going to give you a discount and reduces it to 2,294.15. And then for 3 months, the amount payable is normally 6,999, whereas application of the same code AMBPRO is going to fetch you a discount and reducing it to 5,949.15. And if it's for 6 months, which means for 6 full months, you get unlimited access to all of these amazing features. The normal amount payable, basically something like the MRP, would be 11,499, whereas application of the same coupon code AMBPRO would reduce it to 9,774.15. Okay, children? So all right, there we go. I think I have given you the most transparent details. Do remember to visit vdnt.in/ytpro, and the coupon code is AMBPRO. Okay, children. So let us get started. Yes, I think this was the homework question I had given you in the previous session. Yes. How many of you have given me the answer to this? Thank you, Tanu. Thank you very much. Yes, all life processes are biological processes. How many of you had given me the answer to this? What is the capacity of urinary bladder in human? Okay, Saloni says me. Saloni, are you the same Saloni who was my regular student last year on YouTube as well? Sanju also says me. Okay, let us see. Now, this is going to be the answer to that. While the general volume may vary from person to person, the range of urine that can be held in the bladder normally, on an average, is 400 ml to 1000 ml. Okay, which means a little less than half a liter to 1 liter. Okay, this is the range. Okay, the average capacity is going to be 400 to 600 ml for most people, somewhere around 400 to 600 ml. Yes, Shifali. Okay. Yes. So, yes, somebody says, Lakshmi says 800 ml, Asif says 400 to 600, and so on. So, let us look at who gave me the answers first. Do I have all these children here? Asan's World, Ankit, Sara, Piyush, Priyanka, Dharmendra. Are you guys all here? Yes, Shiva Prabha. Yes. Are all of you here? Can I see at least one person here? Piyush is here. Hi, Piyush. And who else? Dharmendra, Priyanka, Sara, Ankit, and Asan's World. Okay, anyway, good job, guys, and keep giving me punctual answers and good answers like this, so that it will, because especially because this is a YouTube platform, this is a good way by which you and I can interact with each other. Okay, thank you very much, Mansi. Okay, let us move ahead, children. I told you there is one topic, one small topic, which I will take 5 minutes to explain first, because many children have been asking for an explanation on that, transportation in plants. Okay, children, somebody is asking me for the Menti quiz. I told you already at the start that Menti will be the second half of today's session. Okay, first half will be, yes, yes, Sanju. First half will be transportation in plants plus your doubts, whatever doubts you have asked me. Okay, so let us move ahead and understand. Now, things which need to be transported in plants, like in the case of human beings and other animals, we know nutrients, gases, all of these have to be transported in plants, right? So the same thing, minerals, organic nutrients, carbon dioxide, even oxygen for that matter, and plants also have what we call hormones or phytohormones. All of these need to be transported. So although it is very, very different from what happens in animals or human beings, this is the fundamental concept of transport in plants. The first main thing is diffusion. All of us know what diffusion is, right? Diffusion is the process by which molecules move from an area of their higher concentration to an area of their lower concentration. So this naturally occurs through the concentration gradient, along the concentration gradient. Wherever it's more, from there to wherever it is less. So diffusion is one major mechanism by which transportation occurs in plants. And another mechanism is what we call translocation. Translocation is actually the phenomenon by which food which is synthesized by the leaves through photosynthesis, what happens to that? It has to get transported from the leaves to the different parts of the plant. That happens through the process called translocation. Okay, yes, I will speak in Malayalam sometime. Okay, Anjali. Thank you, Aniket, for love from Bihar. Okay, so here we go. Let us try to understand. I think your NCERT also mainly focuses on, yes, Dikshita, bale bale Dikshita. Okay, all right. So here we go. Two major concepts that you have to know is root pressure and transpiration. Okay, now root pressure, what exactly do I mean by root pressure? What happens is, focus on this area now. This first, the bottommost image that I have shown you here, the bottommost GIF which is there. This is mainly zooming into the root hair cells, okay? Cells of the root hair, which are tiny extensions of the hair-like extensions of the root. You know that they are constantly in contact with the soil, right? They keep actively taking up ions and minerals from the soil. So what happens is, when mineral concentration inside the root hair cells increases, imagine this is a root hair cell, when mineral concentration inside the root hair cell increases, it means that compared to outside the cell, compared to its surrounding environment, concentration is now more inside the cell. So what does it do? It tries to balance out the pressure difference by taking in water in order to bring about that balance. Okay, this pressure, as a result of which water is taken in, is what we call root pressure, because it occurs in the root and it always happens in the root, and it is an active mechanism by which water enters into root hair cells. Yes, children, all of you have understood that? Yes. Okay, root pressure, this is what we call root pressure. Okay, understandable, root pressure, water enters here. But after this, especially in the case of tall trees, like there are many trees which are like extremely tall, right? So how does water reach the aerial parts of the plant? How does it reach the tall topmost parts of the plant? That is because of transpiration. Now, how does transpiration even help? Now, if you look at this, if you focus on the upper part, the upper GIF, you will get an idea. You know that transpiration is loss of water in the vapor form from aerial parts of the leaf, right? So constantly from the aerial parts of the plant, water is getting lost, right? So as and when it is getting lost, as and when water vapor is getting lost from these parts of the plant, naturally, in order to fill up that space from where that water evaporated, it keeps pulling in water, pulling upward water from the bottom layers of the plant, or the bottom levels of the plant. This is why this channel of water is created. You can see there is a continuous column of water that gets created. So from the roots to the topmost or aerial parts of the plant, as a result of transpiration pulling it from the top and root pressure pushing it from the bottom, together this happens, and this happens through the tissues which we call xylem tissues. Xylem, one of the most important vascular tissues in plants. Okay, I think water transport is clear now. Children, whoever asked me to explain this, yes, Subhasri, all of you are equal to me. Okay, children, I'm a teacher with zero partiality, zero favoritism. Everyone is equal to me. Yes. Okay, so this is about transpirational pull and root pressure. Okay, now this is there to give you a little more insight into the same concept. I think when you get the notes, when you get the PDF, you can just have a look at it. It is just basically zooming into the open condition of stoma and the closed condition also, so that you get to imagine how exactly it can go out through the open stoma. Okay, basically the same thing that I have told you. Okay. Now, what about food transport? Food transport occurs through the other major vascular tissue, which is called phloem. Okay. Now, how does this happen? Yes, Menti will happen after probably like 10 minutes. Okay. Ashok, don't be late. Don't be late. Okay. We will start probably 10 minutes, not later than that. Okay. The PDF will be available to you in the description box. Okay. Yeah, after the session. All right. Yeah. So here we go. Phloem, how does this happen? How does food transport happen through the phloem? So the first step, transpiration pulls water up the xylem vessels. We have seen that already. As step 2, the source cells load sucrose. Sucrose is the form in which all the carbohydrates have been made and stored in the leaf cells. Okay. Sucrose is loaded into what we call the companion cell. Sieve tubes and companion cells are one major part of the vascular tissue called phloem. You have learnt all this in your 9th standard in the chapter tissues. Yes, Sameer, thank you. Love from Kerala to Kerala. I'm also in Kerala. Okay. Yes, exactly, Badal. Translocation does occur by utilizing energy. Yes. Translocation, Pavnesh, did I pronounce your name right? I'm not sure. Translocation is the process by which the food that is synthesized in the leaves of a plant gets transported to the different parts of the plant. Okay. Yes. 10 more minutes for Menti to start. Roughly 10 minutes. Okay? Yeah. So here we go. Sucrose cells load sucrose into companion cells, and then you can see that companion cell, and the sucrose enters phloem sieve tubes, reducing the water potential. So basically it keeps constantly happening. Movement of the minerals and movement of water along with it keeps happening in order to balance out the pressure difference between adjacent cells. So translocation mainly occurs through the sieve tubes, but with the help of companion cells. Here the source cell, you can see, is where it originates. Obviously, origin of sucrose or glucose in a plant would be the leaves, right? Because photosynthesis occurs in the leaves. Yes? Okay. Thank you, Adish. And the sink cell, which you see here, is the destination. It can either be the fruits, it can be the roots, it can be the flowers, anything else where food has to be stored. So remember, children, translocation or movement through phloem is a bidirectional process, because from the leaves it has to move to the upward parts of the plant, upper parts of the plant also, to the lower parts of the plant also, whereas movement through xylem is always unidirectional. Okay, children? Yes. So I think with that, we are good to get started with a quick check. This is not the Menti. I have 3 questions for you. I want to see who is giving me the answer first. Okay? Yeah. All right. Move ahead. Look at the question, children. Long distance transport in plants takes place through dash. Okay? Long distance transport in plants takes place through dash. Root pressure, translocation, diffusion, none of these. Give me the answer. Root pressure, give me A, B, C or D. Menti will start after this. Okay, this is not Menti, so don't worry. Root pressure, many people say. Okay, Let's see. And your time ends in 3, 2, 1 and go. The answer is translocation. Okay. Mainly we are talking about translocation, which is transport of food. Okay. Now, water and minerals are transported in plants through dash. Xylem, phloem, mesophyll cell, none of the above. Water and minerals. Tell me quickly. Tell me very, very quickly. Yes, you were right, Tasmia. Mohit, give me the answer, please. A, B, C, or D? B. Okay, your time ends in 3, 2, 1, and go. The answer is xylem. Water and minerals through xylem, and the solutes or food which is prepared, that is through phloem. Okay. Now, last question for this. Unidirectional flow occurs in xylem, phloem, both of these, none of these. Definitely you would know the answer to this. I want all of you guys to tell me the answer. Yes? A, B, C, or D? I can see equal A and B. Yes? Okay. Thank you. And your time ends in 3, 2, 1 and go. Xylem, unidirectional flow in xylem, and bidirectional flow in phloem. Okay, so good job all of you guys who got all these 3 correctly. Now let us get started with our next segment for this session, which I told you it's going to be doubts and Menti. Okay, ready guys? I will just answer a few doubts which most commonly came. Piyush Yadav, are you here? Because I'm answering your question. Pitcher plant is autotroph or heterotroph is what Piyush asked. Okay, and I think Ashok Gautam also asked me a question related to this. Ma'am, if pitcher plant carries out photosynthesis, then why does it trap insects? Yes, so let us answer that very quickly. Now remember children, pitcher plant actually has both autotrophic and heterotrophic modes of nutrition. It is autotrophic because just like any other plants, it carries out photosynthesis. But then usually these plants like pitcher plant, there are other examples also of such plants. They survive in soils which are deficient in nitrogen. They survive in nitrogen deficient soil. So because of that, in order to compensate or in order to make up for its deficiency of nitrogen, what it does, it traps the insects which come and sit on it and just digests it. Okay. So it is both autotrophic and heterotrophic. Okay, children, remember that. Heterotrophic only for the sake of meeting its nitrogen requirements. Okay, now moving ahead. What's the difference between ejection and excretion? Kalidas has asked me. Kalidas, are you here? Yes? Yes, 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 yes. No, I don't see Kalidas here. Okay. Let's move ahead anyway. Kalidas, you are probably watching this later, but anyway, here is the answer to your question. And I guess this will answer the question that many of the other children here might also have. Ejection is actually the process of removal of undigested food through the anus, through the digestive system, through the alimentary canal. Whereas excretion is the discharge of metabolic waste, which typically takes place through the urethra, skin or mouth. Okay, urethra especially because nitrogenous waste, most of it gets eliminated with the help of your kidneys, right? Okay, some of it through the lungs also, because when we exhale carbon dioxide, that is also an example of excretion. Yes, ejection, mainly the excretory product is fecal matter or, yeah. So 2 completely different things. You can't say excreted out through the anus. It is egested out through the anus. Remember, ingestion is the process by which you take in food. Ejection is the opposite of that. So obviously it has to be exit of undigested food through the anus. And excretion is nitrogenous waste mainly eliminated through kidneys, lungs, skin or whatever. Okay. So that is about this question. Now next question. Shikha Verma, are you here? I'm not sure. Ma'am, I have a doubt. What is the role of appendix? And Preeti has also asked me the same thing. Ma'am, what is the function of appendix in human digestive system? So remember children, appendix is actually considered to be a vestigial organ. Vestigial organs are those organs which used to be there in the ancestors, but through the course of evolution, somewhere it lost its importance and it stopped being useful to the upcoming generations anymore. Okay, so appendix currently in humans is a vestigial organs, but then in the course of human evolution, if you examine the stages before Homo sapiens came into existence, you would see that appendix was used by our ancestors to digest tough food, solid food like tree bark and all that. People without appendix generally do not show any digestive impairment. You must have heard about people in whom appendix is removed because of some complication and it's surgically removed. Usually they don't have any kind of issues once that is there, but there are various functions claimed by people, such as it helps in maintaining immune cells like IgA, which is a type of immunoglobulin or a type of antibody. And it is also said that appendix is a good it's a housekeeper or a good place where useful bacteria can survive. Okay, yes, we are coming closer and closer to Menti. Thank you, Rashmi. Okay, so that is about the appendix. Okay, I hope that is solved. Now comes Hasini, who has been one of my most regular students. Ma'am, are alimentary canal and gastrointestinal tract the same? Yes, both of them are synonymous. Gastrointestinal tract and alimentary canal are one and the same. We also call it gut in plain English. Okay, yes. Now coming to, somebody here also asked me, ma'am, what is assimilation? Yes, Veena, that is your question then. Yes, this is the first time I'm seeing a student who asked me a question who is here now. Until now, whoever names I called out, you guys were not there. Okay, now Veena, yes, you say your name is Vignesh. Now I have a doubt. What is assimilation? Kindly help me out. Okay, so here we go. Assimilation is the process by which the minerals or the nutrients which are the end products of digestion get utilized by the body. So incorporation of food molecules into the cell of the body to be used as energy, structural material, or storage products. Basically, in simple English, I can tell you, it is utilization. Okay, absorption is absorption, but then after that utilization is also important. Okay, yes, Ganesh, of course I know you. I meet you every day in my regular sessions, right? Yes, of course. Okay, so one more question. Ma'am, what is systolic pressure and what is diastolic pressure? From Manas. Manas, are you here? Systolic and diastolic pressure. Okay, so systolic pressure is the pressure exerted when blood is ejected into the arteries. Okay, normal systolic blood pressure is 120 mmHg or a little below that. Diastolic blood pressure is the pressure exerted on the walls of the arteries when the heart muscles relax between the two subsequent beats, and the normal diastolic blood pressure is said to be 80 mmHg or slightly less than that. 120 by 80, you must have heard doctors say this, or 110 by 70 or something like that, when the blood pressure has to be checked. Okay, yes, so this is about the blood pressure. And I think from Rishu, we have one more question. How bronchi and trachea keep the respiratory tract clean? Okay, I think this is one chapter where all children have a lot of doubts. It's all right. I have the time to answer it, and right after this, we will blast with a Menti. Okay, guys. So the mucus which is produced in the trachea and bronchial tubes are there to keep the air passages moist, and it helps in aiding or trapping the dust, bacteria, and any other foreign substances which pass through it. And also it's got tiny hair like cilia. Cilia also help in sweeping and keeping the air passages clean. Okay, but then too much accumulation of mucus can lead to clogging of these, which is why all those have to be medically taken care of. Now, Rishu also asks, why do aquatic animals breathe faster than terrestrial animals? Okay, so aquatic animals take in the oxygen dissolved in water. We know that. And the amount of oxygen dissolved in water, obviously, like use your common sense, would be a little low. Not little low, it would be much lower as compared to oxygen which is there in the air. Therefore, because of this, in order to optimally utilize the little bit of oxygen they have in water, dissolved in water, aquatic organisms end up breathing very, very fast. The rate of breathing is much faster than terrestrial organisms. And then talking about the other doubt that Rishu had, direction of diffusion in plants is always maintained by the concentration gradient across the membrane. I think I told you at the start of this session, okay? Diffusion from a higher concentration to a lower concentration, it naturally moves. But in case it has to go in the other direction, it has to expend some extra energy, and that's it. Okay, I think this is the last question we have for today from Jaya Goswami. Is mushroom saprophytic or heterotrophic? So Jaya, to answer your doubt, mushroom is saprophytic, but then for your information, saprophytic nutrition is one subtype of heterotrophic because it is not preparing its own food. It is still dependent on another organism. Okay, heterotrophic is the broader term, but the subtype of heterotrophic for mushroom is saprophytic. Okay, and okay, I think there we go. We can get started with Menti because I think, yeah. All of you ready to start Menti? Yes, children? Kindly do not spam because this is a platform where we like to interact happily between teachers and children. Okay, so let me give you the code for Menti. 1 second, children. Yes. Can all of you see this? Yes. Go to menti.com and use the code 4088076. Yes, there we go. How many do we have? Yes, I want at least like, okay, the number is going up. We are going up very fast. At least if there are like 300 of you, it would be great. Okay, 4088076. Those of you who are here for the very first time and are not sure about what to do, go to www.menti.com and enter the code 4088076. Oh, there we go. That is like becoming close to 400 of you now. All right, shall we get started? Okay. First question. Yes. In which part of the alimentary canal food is finally digested? Okay, I'm giving you exactly 30 seconds and the countdown has already started. Stomach, mouth cavity, large intestine, small intestine. Yes, I can see 500 of you. Wow. Okay, there we go. And your time is about to be up very soon. 2, 1, and time is up. Okay, let's see. Ooh, good job. 426 of you say it is the small intestine. Well, some of you say it is large intestine. Somebody says, seriously, mouth cavity? You're just putting your food inside your mouth cavity and food is digested there, is it? How great. Okay, small intestine is absolutely the right answer. Large intestine would be rather the place where undigested food is passed on. Okay, so let us move ahead, children. Okay, look at the leaderboard now. Where are all of you? Let's see. There we go. Srivatsan at the top. Srivatsan, and I have Vinayak from Kerala. Abhyuday, who is at the 3rd position, and good job all of you. Will we see the same set of people in the next leaderboard or are we going to see new people? Let's see. Okay, going ahead. Question number, oops, okay. During respiration, exchange of gases takes place in what? Trachea and larynx, alveoli of lungs, alveoli and throat, throat and larynx. Yes? Children, quicker, and whoever is participating here, I'm supposing this is like getting closer and closer to 700 now very soon. Can we also reach 700 likes now so that I will also be happier to interact with you and your time is up. Let's see. There we go. Okay. alveoli of lungs. 573 of you have told me the correct answer as alveoli of lungs, which is amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. Okay, I think this is probably the best Menti that I have ever had. So let's move ahead and look at the leaderboard. Once again, any changes to the leaderboard that we had? Let us see. Okay, good job. Srivatsan is still at the top. Then we have Soham, JEE, Anjali, who says, hi ma'am, Anjali, hi ma'am, hi Anjali. And then we have Harini, Ananya, Subhasmita, biology topper, Anna, Ayushvardhan from Patna, Bihar, and Abhishek King. Okay, good job, all of you guys. Yes, so let us move ahead. Yes. And here comes your next question. Guys, hit the like button also. Please don't forget. Only that is the way by which I can see that you are also enjoying. Okay. Now. Yes. What prevents backflow of blood inside the heart during contraction? There we go. 30 seconds has started. Super duper fast. Let's answer it right now. Okay, is it valves in heart? Is it thick muscular walls of ventricles, thin walls of atria, or is it all of the above? What prevents backflow of blood inside the heart during contraction? Okay, and your time is up. There we go. How many of you got this correct? Okay, 544. Guys, is there any way by which we can cross 700? People who are answering here in chats, it would be great and it would be the best effect if you guys could also join us on Menti instead of giving me the answers here. Okay? Yes. So let us go ahead and look at the leaderboard. Anyway. Children, who hasn't joined Menti, go to www.menti.com and use the code 4088076 and join us. Okay? It's still open to joining. And Srivatsan is consistently here at the top with 2,959 points. And then we have Anjali, hi ma'am, and Soham. I think these three names now have become pretty much common here in our last three leaderboards. Okay, rest of you guys, Gauri, yes, go to menti.com and just enter this code 4088076. Okay, now moving ahead. There we go. Yes. You can also join from your laptop if it is available. Multiple devices if you have. Yes, hemoglobin in humans is present in platelets, plasma, RBCs, WBCs. Let us see how many of you answer this correctly. But I think this is like amazing results that we are getting. Can we touch 700 of the people who are joining Menti? And the likes also 700? And those of you who are liking, in case you haven't subscribed, please subscribe also. Hit the subscribe button also because this will keep coming up. We will have a lot more quizzes coming up. Ooh, I am loving it. RBCs, and this is like not a few of you. 539 of you say it is RBCs, and good job. What in RBCs? Yes, RBCs are the erythrocytes or the red blood cells which carry the pigment hemoglobin, which helps in oxygen transport. Right. Okay. Let us now look at the leaderboard once again. And is there any change or is it going to be the same? Srivatsan, okay, there is a slight change, but Srivatsan and Anjali are still maintaining the top two positions. Okay, Soham has disappeared from this. Okay, I have Sania at position 3. Good job. Varnika will rock. Yes. Saksham, and then, okay, we have Guddu. And then I will, okay, Bhadra Panikar, biology topper, Abhyuday. Good job, all of you guys. I can see a few new names also. Okay, and moving ahead to the next question. Question number 7. I think we had 3 extra questions, so it's all right. Where somebody was telling me 3 questions got skipped. Not a problem, okay? The filtration units of kidneys are called dash. Yes, super duper easy. Code is 4088076. Aditya. 4088076. Is it the filtration units of kidneys? Think about it. Is it the ureter? Is it the urethra? Neurons or nephrons? Whatever you think. And your time will be up in 3, 2, 1 and yes, your time is up. And look at that. I am disappointed. Why did 200 of you answer as neurons? We are talking about kidneys. It has to be nephrons. I understand they are rhyming and all of that, but neurons are your nerve cells. Okay? Yes, Archana. Misclicked, is it? That was so sad. Never mind, never mind. We have a few more questions coming up, so let us catch up. Now, do we have any changes to the leaderboard? Where is Srivatsan? Srivatsan has vanished from the leaderboard. I will has come to the top, and you have, I can and I will, literally you have made it come true. Good job, I can and I will. Raghav, ma'am, please speak Tamil. Kandipa, Raghav. And I'm happy to see that you have come to position 2, and Saksham is at position 3, and then we have a lot of the same names also, but I can see Maithili is new, Sirishti also is new. Thank you very much, and Vignesh, thanks a lot. Okay, guys, 4088076 is the code. Okay, join in case you haven't. It's still not late. Okay, it's a lot more fun doing this on Menti than just putting it on charts here. Trust me. Okay, 4088076. So let us get started with question number 8. There we go. Oxygen liberated during photosynthesis comes from, use your common sense, okay? Water, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide or glucose. Oxygen liberated during photosynthesis. Yes? Don't tell me the answer here, guys. Join Menti and tell me the answer there. I would love to see your names on the leaderboards, and I would love to see the graphs. And your time will end in 3, 2, 1 and it's up. Let us look at the data now. Okay, mixed responses, but then most of you say it is water, which is absolutely correct. And why is it water and not carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide is completely getting utilized in the synthesis of glucose. Okay, so do remember that. The oxygen, which comes as a byproduct of photosynthesis, comes from the water. Okay. Yes, Raghav has come to position 1 this time. Great job. But I'm sad to see that Srivatsan has vanished from here. Srivatsan was consistently at the top in the initial few questions. Never mind. Saksham, Maithili, Prachi, legendary failure. Okay. Srishti, Harshal, Malayali, Ambika ma'am, yo. Sukriti, Tanmay and Shreyas. Okay, guys, I'm so happy to see new names also every time. Children, once again, those of you who joined me now, go to menti.com. The code is 4088076. We still have a few more questions. Okay, so question number 9 right here, and let us look at it. This is going to be very interesting, and this is going to be very easy. Yes, the blood leaving the tissues becomes richer in carbon dioxide, water, hemoglobin, oxygen. Don't tell me the answer in the chats. Tell me the answer through Menti. Yes. Go ahead. Faster. Last 12 seconds. Yes, guys. Of course, I know Tamil. Shyam. I'm a Tamilian, born and brought up in Kerala. Your time is ending soon, and your time is up. There we go. The answer is definitely what the 349 of you here say. It is carbon dioxide. Blood leaving the tissues obviously becomes richer in carbon dioxide. Yes, it is not hemoglobin, it is not water, it is not oxygen. Because oxygen is delivered to your tissues, but carbon dioxide is collected from your tissues by the blood. So obviously blood which leaves the tissues becomes richer in carbon dioxide. Yes. Okay, moving ahead. And let's look if there is any change in the leaderboard, or if Raghav is still at position 1. Any major changes? Not so much. Oh, a little bit of position change. Maithili is at 2nd position, but Raghav, I'm so glad. Yes, Sugamana Harikrishnan. Yes, Sanjay. Okay. Maithili is at position 2, and then we have legendary failure, and the new names I think I can see here are Preetham, Sukriti, Benivol, and Naman. Yes, hi-fi Naman. Yes. Okay, good job. And what do we have next? We have the next question here. Ready, guys? 40888076 in case you haven't joined Menti. Okay. Which of these carries or carry oxygenated blood? Okay, oxygenated blood. One of the most confusing concepts in this chapter, I would say. Is it the vena cava? Is it pulmonary vein? Is it the pulmonary artery? Or do you think it's both 1 and 3? Yes. And Isha, right? Yes. Your time is up. And what is the answer? Ooh, pulmonary vein. But I am very, very happy because the results here, trust me, are much better than what I expected. Generally, most children get confused because veins, how do veins carry oxygenated blood is one question that children might have thought about, because of which you might not have opted for pulmonary vein. Those of you who said pulmonary artery, here is your answer. Pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery are the only exceptions among your veins and arteries in terms of carrying oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. What does your pulmonary vein do? It transports oxygenated blood from your lungs into your heart. Pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood. Yes. Artery away and vein towards. Yes. That is a universal rule. Yes, exactly, Isha. Artery away and vein towards. But when it comes to pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, only the deoxygenated and oxygenated part is a little different because it is talking about an association between the heart and the lungs, which is a very special association, unlike the association between the heart and other parts of your body. The lungs have something that the heart does not have. What is it? It is oxygen, right? Because of which pulmonary artery goes with deoxygenated blood, takes up oxygen from the lungs and through pulmonary vein brings it back into your heart. Okay, children, so let us look at the leaderboard now and see if there are any major changes or if Raghav has managed to be on top even now. Yes. Ooh, Raghav is still on top. Maithili is also still at position 2. Good job, guys, Raghav and Maithili. And then I have Preetham, legendary failure, Saksham, Harshal, biology topper, Benivol, Sukriti, Arjav. I don't think Arjav, I saw your name earlier. No? No, right? Yes. What is so confusing, Gauri? The pulmonary artery and vein, right? The easiest is to remember it like how I said. Artery always carries it away from the heart. Vein always carries it towards the heart. But pulmonary, the word pulmonary should give you the hint that it is happening between the lungs and the heart. So using your common sense, would it carry oxygenated or deoxygenated blood? That's it. Do not memorize this. Okay. Now, going ahead, I am not... Yes. Okay. The opening and closing of the stomatal pore depends upon what is the main factor which would decide opening and closing of the stomatal pore. Of course, a lot of factors do play a role, but what is the most, like always, there is something that plays a role. Is it oxygen? Is it temperature? Is it water in guard cells or concentration of carbon dioxide in the stomata? Yes. Not here. I want the answers here in Menti. And your time will end in 3, 2, 1, go. There. And what are our results? Good job. This is also a lot better than I thought. Yes, water in guard cells definitely decides the action of stomata, whether it remains open or whether it closes. Okay, so there we go. I think we have discussed all of this in the chapter like respiration, topics under respiration. So now coming to the leaderboard, because we are coming towards the end of the Menti quiz, children. Yes, essay node is pacemaker. Okay, let's see. There we go. Maithili has now come to third position. Preetham has come to second position. Raghav is still like consistently there at position 1. And do I see any new names? No, I don't see any new names. But then good job, guys. Rest of you here, I don't know what you guys are doing here in the chat box. Please join menti.com and use the code 4088076. Okay. And with that, moving ahead. Okay. All right, let's see how many of you get this correct. Okay, what is the first enzyme to mix with food in the digestive tract? Yes, is it pepsin, cellulase, amylase, trypsin? Let's see. Turbocharge. Already ICSE 10 is happening. I mean, it's already going on. Yes, children not here. I want the answers here on Menti. And your time will end soon. We are in the last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1 and go. Your time is up. Let us look at the answers, and not bad at all. Amylase. Where do you find amylase? Yes, who's going to tell me? Amylase is in the mouth. Exactly, salivary amylase. Yes, that is the very first enzyme which gets mixed with the food in the digestive tract. And where does pepsin act? Pepsin acts in the stomach. Okay. And let's move ahead and look at the leaderboard. Are there any changes? Did any of you guys here join the quiz and manage to come on the leaderboard? Or is it going to be still the same? Okay, slight shift here and there, but I can see Raghav and Preetham are now maintaining positions 1 and 2. Maithili, where are you? Where has Maithili disappeared? I don't know. And then we have Harshil at position 3. Any new names? Mighty 2213 and Hardik. Okay, good job all of you guys. Yes, Komal, I know you. Komal, I remember you. Yes. And I think that brings us to the last question for today, which is right here. Okay. Think about this, a very important concept in respiration. During deficiency of oxygen in tissues of human beings, pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid in the dash. Cytoplasm, chloroplast, mitochondria, Golgi body. Yes, what do you think? I think I'm going to get a mix of answers here, but think about it carefully. I'm asking about an oxygen deficient condition, not the normal condition, okay? And your time is up. Let's see. Okay, it's still like a pretty much competition between cytoplasm and mitochondria, which is why I actually repeated to give you a hint that I'm not talking about aerobic respiration. I'm talking about a condition where there is a deficiency of oxygen or insufficient oxygen. In this case, it happens in the cytoplasm itself. Pyruvic acid gets converted into lactic acid, whereas if oxygen was abundantly available, formation of carbon dioxide and energy would have happened in the mitochondria in aerobic respiration, but here it is cytoplasm. Yes, typically it is in muscle. Okay, because that is where normally oxygen deficient conditions can occur. Right. Okay, now this is going to be our last leaderboard for today, and let's see. Raghav, good job, Raghav. Kandipa Tamil பேசலாம் இப்போ. I think you definitely deserve a big round of applause for having started coming up on the leaderboard like after the third or fourth question, I think, but you consistently maintained it. Good job on that, children. Okay, so congratulations and a big shout out for Raghav and for everyone else. I think Preetham, Maithili and all of the others also maintained like a consistent position in your in the leaderboard. So good job on that. Yes. Malayalathilam samsarikam. Okay. But I doubt children here will understand that. Anyway, children, do remember what I have told you at the start of this session. Please remember to visit vdnt.in/ytpro to understand more about our pro subscription courses. Apply the coupon code AMBPRO to avail the best discounts that you have out there. And if you have enjoyed this session, children, please don't forget to hit the like button right away. Before you leave, Raghav, everyone else who played in Menti, I could see that there were close to 700 of you, consistently between around 600 children who took part in Menti, which is like a great thing. And in case you have any further queries, please reach out to me through email also. I know some of you have already been doing it. Okay, and please share this with all your friends so that they can also certainly benefit from this, because we will be coming up with more and more. This series, this pattern will continue for all your chapters for CBSE 9, 10 and for ICSE 10. We will come up with a Menti quiz at the end of every single chapter. Okay, children? So spread word and subscribe to our channel Vedantu 9th and 10th English, especially because this is a new channel. And this is different from the other channel, so some of you might be regular there in the other channel, in the Hindi channel, but here this is a new channel. We will keep coming up with more here also. So I will see you in the next session. Okay, yes, Swarna, I am not sure. You will have to stay tuned to know which the next chapter is. Even I am not 100% sure. I think it's reproduction, but I don't exactly remember. Okay, so take care, children. Next class will be happening very soon. Take care. Bye bye and stay safe. Remember to stay absolutely safe. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the happy Teachers' Day wishes. Okay. Bye bye.